am here with Henry Cheng, the conductor for What the Horse Eats. And I am so excited because we go into rehearsal for the first time in just a few hours. So my first question for you today is, what excites you about getting to conduct this new opera?
At the beginning of every production is always the most exciting part, right? Especially the contemporary music production, where you prepare your best, but you have the cast coming and everyone's coming from different places, and it's always this excitement of how things will come together, right? Because of course this is a brand new piece, but that's also the excitement of how can we shape it and how can we form it into something that is of service to Professor P.Q. Phan.
So as you're preparing the score, what does your preparation process look like?
That's also a very good question. I think, look, I've been very fortunate in my conducting career to have wonderful mentors and teachers like David Efron, Arthur Fagan, and my first conducting professor, Michael Palmer, who also works often in the university. And, they really always stressed the fundamentals, right? So what are the structures of the piece? And especially with dealing with opera and text, it's like, well, what is the libretto? What are they saying? Who are these characters? So for me, the process is usually going through it just structurally overall, so you can get a kind of macro view of the piece, and then going through the libretto over and over again, so you feel familiar with each character and what their possibilities are. And then, of course, combining that and reviewing that, see how the music plays off of the emotional affects of these characters and how they develop. It is a continuous evolution, right? and it will continue to evolve as we meet today. And because so much is dependent on not just on the score themselves, but what the singers are bringing themselves, right? And what the orchestra is bringing themselves as well. And I had the opportunity to sit down for many hours yesterday and talk with Professor P.Q. And that's also another enlightening process of, oh, what is the stylistic background? What was his imagination when he wrote these pieces? Who were the inspirations of these characters? And so there's no one fixed answer. I wish there was an easy answer, but that's part of the beauty of it, of course.
Yeah. So talking about the content of this opera, how does it feel to be preparing a work that's not only completely new, but it's also telling a story and traveling to a place and a culture that we so rarely get to see on the operatic stage?
For me, I was born in Taiwan and I immigrated to America at a very young age. And so the very first thing when I was asked to do this project, I thought, wow, this is wonderful, right? Because there's always this sincere personal desire as I grow to reconnect with not just the history of Taiwan, but the history of Asia that is so often not spoken about. And of course, to have a topic like this that's so intense and historical in nature, to kind of to just learn about just to learn about, oh my gosh, wow, that happened in Vietnam, or what is going on around the world, right? And I think the beauty of doing something like this and seeing this on stage is that hopefully it's the same process for the public, right? It's building awareness, it's building understanding, it's saying, hey, like, oh, just for the 1 hour of the opera, let's open ourselves and learn, right? And I think that's the overall theme of this opera is to reflect, to have the time to reflect and to be open to learn.
Yeah. I think in my interview with the co-librettists, they talked about having that non-judgmental take on the different cultures, and that just seems so relevant in today's world.
Exactly. You said it perfectly.
I have one kind of fun question. Is there a particular moment that you're most looking forward to hearing fleshed out with a full ensemble?
I think it is that moment, right? I mean, the moment of hearing it all put together for the first time, and it'll probably be overwhelming for every single person. But then the question is, well, what is the role of the conductor, and how do you get everyone on the same page and move forward together?
I just thought this might be the first time that some people are singing back with other people or with that full orchestra. I just get chills thinking about it.
Exactly. It's such an honor to be coming back to Indiana. Of course, I studied here for many years, and especially after the crazy year and a half now that we've all had, just to have the ability to make music again is an amazing thing.
And what a special project to have be the reemergence.
Yes, absolutely.
1, 2. We must stay. We must stay. We must stay.
As someone who does so much work in the world of new music and is such a strong supporter of new works, contemporary musical language aren't so foreign to you. But at the same time, you might know the hesitancy that some people in the audience might feel in coming in to watch a new work that might sound different from the opera they're used to hearing or even the music that they're used to hearing. So do you have any messages to share with a hesitant viewer about the elements of Dr. Phan's music that are just universal?
I don't think there's a single conductor out there in the world that can say that is not daunting, no matter what their experience with contemporary music is, when they first approach a piece. And it is that process, right? It's the kind of the universal idea of discovery, of maybe there are sections that will need to be rewritten, or not necessarily for this piece, but in general, right? It's like, oh well, maybe this way of doing it is better, and this way is better. This way is, and it is that willingness and openness to make mistakes, right? And also as a listener, to come in and say, hey, I may not enjoy this 100%, but what can I enjoy from this, right? And what are good about this? And so often we're in a society where we just judge and judge and judge and judge and judge. And I think, going back to the theme of the co-librettist, it's this idea of being non-judgmental, right? And at least making the effort to be open. And that effort itself is already a huge first step.
Absolutely. Well, I am so excited to watch this all come together over the next couple of weeks. And thank you so much for joining me today.
Yes, thank you so much, Amy.